Hello. Hello. Hello and welcome. Welcome to Pharaoh King's Lair. There's a mouthful of a name. Where we last left our warriors. We started to explore the noble district about. Meeting up with the many different shopkeepers and stuff. Eventually, I don't think they've been everywhere. They didn't get to the armorer, and I don't think they got to a couple other shops, but I think they still want to do things. Go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I was going to discuss with the party about something, about maybe pulling our resources together and getting some transportation for the group.
Yeah. Despite being in a competitive sort of tournament, you are meant to work together. As you're going to be working together as generals and things. Ooh, I just heard my ankle crack. Heard. That's you.
Transportation does sound like a good idea.
I mean, purchasing an animal to pull the cart shouldn't be a problem. I'm pretty sure my abilities as a paladin grant me the ability to summon one. That should fill the role sufficiently. But a decent cart and some armor would be nice.
What the tall dragon man says.
Oh. There is a link. I think it's
Wait, I'll send the
buried.
It should be pinned. Or the
Okay.
old one might be pinned.
Yeah.
The old one was pinned, my bad.
Apologies. I'd forgotten about that.
Oh, good. Okay. Transportation would be nice. And we don't have to walk through the drudging sands. But do you think a horse would be... Well, horses are quite slow in the sand.
I was thinking more of a camel. They have... Well, they're meant to be here. I'm not sure a camel can pull a cart.
Or one of the giant skitter lizards.
Well, we could also get one of the farming animals that are brought over from the Blessed Lands. I think they call themselves the Coalition. Confederation. Why do I get those two mixed up?
Think Confederate, not...
Didn't we say we are set on the animal compartment because it can summon one?
Well, depending on the animal, it may be slower or faster in the sand. We don't want to get stuck.
That's why I was thinking camel.
A camel would be a sturdy companion in the desert, but it would not aid us in a fight.
Well, the point of the camel isn't really to fight things, it's to pull the cart.
Oh, We could go for an antelope or a relic sloth.
Hmm. What kind of Okay, so with just normal fine steed, what creatures are available as summon for this region? Because, like I said, we don't really need a combat animal. We just need one that would be sufficient enough to try to pull the cart. Hence why I was thinking we pull resources to get things like barding and a decent carriage of some sort.
Yep.
You may say that, but I disagree with you.
Transportation animal, you never put armor on.
In any case, I do believe the stables is south of here.
Yes, and the armorer who creates protection for such creatures is right down the road.
An armor.
Yeah, right there.
Mayhaps we should take a look at the stock first.
Get the animal and carriage before figuring out the budget for barding and such. Makes sense.
The rest of you seem quiet. How so?
I'm fine with the plan. I think transportation should be is an important thing we have to settle first.
I do agree, but I don't have much I can share in the case of getting the wagon.
Monetary value is no problem.
Let's see. Nikki, how much did it cost to apply lightning damage to my weapon?
From our
I don't remember if we were... Sorry?
150, I think.
Oh. In that case, I think I paid it last time already because I'm down to 22
Yes,
platinum.
you've already paid for it.
Okay, so I have currently 224 gold.
I got a little change myself. I got 659 gold on my person.
So we're not getting individual riders, we are mounts.
The issue with having multiple mounts as opposed to one creature and a carriage is more animals is more resources we have to plan for when going on excursions out of the city, whereas less resources to manage with paying a higher cost up front for a cart and a single animal and investing in both of those.
It's a fair investment.
It's also, in the long run, more resource efficient as we'd be spending less on water and traveling rations for a pack of horses or camels.
It's a good idea to consider it.
And speaking of being careful, you know there's cannibals out there in the desert. We'd rather not have packs of animals, more reason for them to invade our camps. I mean, we're already sort of sticking thumb with those two. She points at the Dragon King.
I agree with the young lady.
In any case, let's find the stables.
Those would be near the front gates. Generally, people purchase them on the way out. Or keep them near the stables by the front gates. Or by the docks if you're going more aquatic.
Where did he? Whoop.
Hmm?
He disappeared.
Yeah, I walked.
I think it would be easier if we just all bunch up and then Nikki moves us as a group.
Correct.
So that. Stop moving.
Okay.
It's easier for the DM to
Oh,
move
God.
us as a group.
Wait, where did Grunk go? There we go.
Oh.
Too
The
far.
frog is stuck in a standing position on shoulder plate now.
It's quite comfy up here.
She's shown.
He's standing on the shoulder plate, or on the shoulder pauldron.
Just double checking something. Sorry. I was wondering if I made an exterior map. A specific one. Oh, yes, I did. Okay. I'll actually use this map as a temporary. As you guys explore here. As you guys reach these gates or head into the sort of more older districts of Nedora Empire, Noble District here in this marketplace is a lot nicer. The buildings aren't as new as the castle, but the buildings here are definitely a lot nicer than in the slums area. Though, I guess beautiful in its own way.
Mm-hmm.
As you head into the district, eventually you reach one of the gates leading to the outside towards the dunes and sands. You talk to a proprietor. One moment. This little guy. You see a little gnome wearing some strange armor. Not really seen much of.
Okay.
Yeah. Just this is gonna look real silly. Whoop. Hello.
He's just
I'm
a little guy.
Rump. How may I assist you? Are you here to look at my
You're a
various
peculiar
beasts? Or are you here for my required vehicles?
I believe it would be one of those.
Ooh. Then, customers you are. He smiles. Ooh.
May I have a look at your assortment, please?
Oh. For sure. Alright. This person sells carts, carriages, a very strange metal cart that has no seats in the front, no reins. That looks like it has like cogs and a strange tank in the back that's filled with this blue liquid.
Can I make an Arcana check?
Yes, with advantage.
I gave you a 12.
Can I also do that? I think I have this.
Go ahead.
Yeah, because of my architect feature. Can I do an investigation check?
If you'd like, yep.
I have advantage on that because it's. Ugh. Never mind.
Also a 12.
Hey, 12.
Alright. Ooh, here we go. Alright. I'm actually going to pull chat room here for a sec. If you look at the top of your navigation, the arrow, if you click it, you'll see a new one called Nedora Empire that you can access. This one specifically is actually what the Nedora Empire looks like inside. Oh, goodness me. Let there be light.
Yeah.
This is what, basically you guys just came from here, the Noble District here.
Uh-huh.
You guys just entered here near the, like, outer gates area.
Okay.
The housing and everything, there's, like, shops that look like have homes on top of the shops. Kind of, like, made out of, like, planks and stuff. There's even houses floating between buildings and stuff. This place seems to be, like, if you can make it a home, you make it home. Works, it works, right? And that's the kind of environment you guys end up in this area. As you talk to Frumple, I also have a couple other machines and vehicles I'm trying out.
Interesting.
I got this one, and he will look at. You will see what looks to be a sort of. How do I explain this? A mechanoid type of dinosaur.
Oh, it's the Mecha Rex from Ark Survival Evolved.
No.
Oh my
No.
god.
You see, like,
Forest.
this is a crystal tech being. It is sentient. As well. Quotation marks, sentient. Kind of happens when you mix soul sake and crystal tech together. And mix it with the metal. Kind of makes it living. You see what looks to be... what are they called? Lapido? It is... Oh, that has a spine on the top of it. It is a huge beast. One second. Sorry, my brain is not working at the moment.
I was gonna ask if you had something like a dirigible.
What?
Okay. Dirigible. Think like airship, but it can only float very close to the ground, and it is small. So think something like your airships in this setting are typically like a galleon-sized ship or larger. A dirigible would be like the size of a sloop. It's not super great at carrying things, but it can take a small group of people slightly above the ground.
Oh my god. I just found something hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, actually. No. It's actually...
Does he have a floating mat?
Oh, actually, that is right. Okay, I was thinking correct. Okay, I wasn't sure if Tyrannosauruses were actually... Not Triceratops. It's basically a clockwork, like, Triceratops with, like, actual seats on it.
What color is it?
Brass.
Oh.
And, brass with different, colors on it. Dela'Nova could tell you, actually, what family it would have belonged to. Because it has, much like his cape and like his adorned stuff, it has colors on it too. Like it has like a draping from the cogworks on the sides, like a saddle. But have like a...
Sorry, I'm trying to find a good example of what I'm asking about that isn't fucking huge. Because a lot of fantasy artists like to make them large, elaborate airships. It is essentially like a tiny blimp.
I know. I think I know what you're talking about. There isn't like small vehicles like that, especially out here. You'd have to go to the docks to actually like procure an airship. This guy sells land vehicles.
I am curious about the self-driving cart.
I
The
got
horseless
that.
carriage.
I got that from the Empire. Same as that. Well, I got both of them from the Empire. One was stolen from the Crystal Empire, and they sort of procured and remade it into something. This one I bought. And he points at the cart. Basically, the mechanoid creature has been reworked into sort of Nondrakius tech. So it's kind of both Crystal Empire and Nondrakius. In a way. This cart can go about as fast as a horse, I guess. but you have to fuel it every once in a while. And he, like, taps the tank full of fluid. Judging by how you dress yourself, you should recognize this kind of stuff. Most of you aren't from here.
Can I make a history check on this vehicle?
Yep.
I would like to do the same. Since I was around.
Hmm.
16?
Yeah.
And a 20.
27.
Alright.
Okay. The
Well-
frog knows more about this than I do.
Somehow.
I mean,
That's
That's
fucking
the-
funny.
I'll do the 16 and the 27, so you get the broader information. 16. This is old. Like, he probably bought it after the war ended, because it was a vehicle used during the war. It wasn't used for combat or anything. It was a transportation vehicle to stop caravans from getting murdered. Because they wanted to, like, save up on save their horses and other, like, actual creatures that they'd bring into battle and stuff for actual combat rather than using them for transportation of supplies. So the Gnome Drakus Empire supplied a few of these for the Scalic Dominion so they could send their vehicles into dangerous territories without too much worry of being unable to transport all of it because a horse was just got harmed during it or stolen or ran off. So they can just continue the travel. But this one's very old and looks like it's been retrofitted to actually be more of a transport vehicle rather than a cargo. It has seats in the inside of it, which means it'll probably not use as much fuel as it won't be as heavy.
I have some. Has it been retrofitted with proper wheels to travel in the desert?
And this is where Grunk comes in. Yes, it technically has. It doesn't have wheels like the ones that you would normally see. These things have treads.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh no. It's a
But
land ship.
this thing has been modified heavily, so you're not sure what it can do, but it's been modified. Probably by this little gnome. You'd think.
Oh boy, lack of OSHA safety standards, my favorite.
The Dragonborn can feel the lack of safety requirements. You will have to be
Oh,
careful
God,
with
never
this
heard of
vehicle, as it may have some complications because of the things it's been recrafted to do. But you think it'll be okay since few of you here actually know what you're doing and could repair
I'm not
it.
convinced.
Hold on. That might actually be.
Grunk, another fun little history bit. Not only did the Scalic Dominion use them, but the Gnome Drakus Empire also used them, but in the weirdest ways. They used them to scare off the tribals in the mountains. They would just send them, just consistently moving. They wouldn't send them on a path or anything, they'd just be like, going. So they'd like cause avalanches and rock slides because they'd ram into things, and it started
So,
scaring
like, on
off all the
patrol.
tribals. Yes. So it was they were trying to scare off all the tribals living in the mountains and the tribals that would nomadically roam. So trying to keep the whole like mountainsides to themselves. They got rid of most of them, but not all of them. The other ones that stayed, they just integrated into the empire.
I think they used them back in the days to scare off like tribes and all of the. They ran those things into a whole bunch of stuff.
That's fine, but what does it do for us?
They're durable.
Well, they are reliable and durable transportation that does not require an animal to haul it.
Are you sure about that? Have you seen the
Yes.
state it's in?
It has been modified, yes, but it is more fitting for a desert environment. Sort of.
You'll see Frumple, like, rub his hands. My handiwork, yes.
If the rest of you believe that this is a good purchase, we will do it.
Well,
I am not convinced.
It does have potential for other things. For instance, with enough work, we could probably, unlike a carriage, reliably mount offensive capabilities instead of it just being an armored box.
There's one question though. What do we do about the fuel? I mean, it has to be like fuel to work, and
I will
guess
provide
when we're on the
fuel.
road.
Is this an Ethereum engine?
It is.
I feel like we are being lured into a trap.
And you also can just procure fuel from the rivers. You would have to purify it more, but looks. I'm actually. Let's see. Looks at all of you up and down. You don't see him looking at you. His mask is like actually covering everything, and you can't really see what he's looking at. But you can see his head bobbing up and down, looking you guys up and down, because, well, he's tiny.
He's very small. He's just a little guy.
So he looks you guys up and down, and you see him grab his hand and sort of motion like he's stroking his chin, but he's just stroking his helmet. I think you have a few magically capable among you. You could purify it yourself.
You see, free fuel.
But you'd have to fend off the creatures out there. Or you can purchase it from me, already refined, at a good price. That's if you trust this person's method of refining.
Absolutely fucking not, but I'm not gonna say that to his face.
I take it you only have land vehicles?
I don't have license for other vehicle.
We would
I lost
probably
it.
have to. What do you mean you lost it?
Lost is big word. Let's say it was reprimanded from me.
Confiscated.
Sure, we'll call it that. I consider it stolen.
That does not sound reassuring.
Eyes narrow.
I think we'll be finding our business elsewhere.
I'm only not
Please.
allowed to drive airships. Means I can't sell them either. How else am I supposed to get them here? I'm about to buy the docks at the, Gnome Drakius, embassy. You can find it there. They'll sell. I think it's run by the Dragonborn family, Leah. They don't like me.
I don't think we have the monetary capabilities to buy a damn airship.
No, they're
How much
fucking
would such a cart even be?
The cart is like more than 10 times cheaper than the fucking airship.
Okay, so, like, I was talking about before, a dirigible, like a small blimp. How much would that cost?
Still a lot. Airships in general are a lot of
Like
money.
a number estimate.
10,000 plus?
Yeah.
That's for the big ones. I'm talking small.
No.
No, the big ones
it's
is
starting
like
at
100.
10,000.
Fuck. How much is the definitely not a tank?
That technically doesn't exist right now. It is a prototype. Oh, do
How
you mean the
much is
little
the-
tiny thing? The little tiny thing is about as much as a carriage or a car.
The treaded self-propelled carriage. That is
Give or take,
definitely not a land ship. Sorry.
Did you prepare a long ass description, but you didn't think to include the cost?
No. I'm not at my normal house. I don't have all of my stuff with me. I'm at my mom's house sitting
Oh,
still.
right, sure.
So I don't have everything.
I think if it's about the same price as a
Roughly.
carriage,
It was about to be no, it's supposed to technically be a little bit more because of how it's
that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to make my.
Just an estimate is fine.
guess.
I was
Yeah,
saying
that's what I'm
around
trying to
like
pick.
500 gold.
Hmm.
Well, that's pretty much all my money. No thanks.
Well, here's why we're pulling resources. I am more than willing to put down the rest of my money on getting a decent land vehicle. The problem is we don't exactly have the money right now to get an airship, even a small one, even though that would be the most useful.
It would.
Oh, you'll
Unless we want to
eventually
get a
that much.
sponsor on our side.
Yeah. What about a floating mat? Fucking like Aladdin up in this bitch.
A magic carpet?
A
I'm
magic
pretty
carpet.
sure that exists in D&D, and it's like 10,000 gold because it's a rare magic item.
Fuck.
It's 10,000 plus.
Can we
Because
just
you
find
can
a floating like stone or like enchant it?
That's
I
why I was
could.
asking about the dirigible, because it's technically not an airship. It is like literally a small
dinghy.
boat with a blimp on it that
It's a
floats
dinghy.
like that floats like 20 feet off the ground. But they don't have that.
I'm rooting for the tank.
The tank
Bullshit.
sounds like our most versatile option because we can make the fuel ourselves. It has potential to be modified
Mm.
into an offensive weapon.
I
The
need
thing
a
is-
cannon on that thing.
Does it need to be steered, or can it like travel throughout the night as well?
Remember how
it
I
would
mentioned
require-
licenses? Notice that
Yeah.
there's actually a couple parties that don't actually have licenses but still have them. So that will
Look,
come into play later on.
what do you
winky
mean? I
face.
need a license to drive a carriage, Nikki.
Not carriages. When it comes to
Okay.
airships and it's
Launcher
the
vessels?
It's the Nondrakius Empire. You have to have a license to fly because they've had too many accidents with airships.
Do I
Oh.
have a license to operate exotic vehicles?
Did you procure one?
I have land vehicle proficiency.
Then, at the moment, no.
You need the air vehicle.
Maybe I
Yeah,
should've
that
taken
basically
air
you just
vehicle.
need air vehicle proficiency, and you would have, in a way, have a license, but you can buy the license eventually.
Okay.
But that also comes with buying a ship legally instead of procuring one out of the blue.
It was
Winky
free.
face.
It
Yeah, it
was
was
literally free.
Free
Okay.
real estate.
So, fact of the matter is, are we buying this or are we moving on?
That is party decision.
Yes, I'm
I mean,
asking.
we need one.
It is a fair like price and such. Like it
It
could
is.
definitely be useful.
I am willing to put.
Are we each gonna put like 100 gold forward?
I'm willing to put 200 forward. That would leave me with 24 gold.
I would put 100, but maybe 200. Depends on like what else I want to buy here.
I can put 200 or 100.
Next 80.
Pass just walked off.
Hmm?
As
Wait.
the pass just left.
What? Oh yeah, they just said a BRB. They have 100.
So that depends on how much he's willing to pitch him. Snacks
Is
has
broke.
80, but I'm not sure if Dread would be willing to put money down.
They just
he
bought
wants
some
to-
potions with what money they had left.
So
How about a game of rock, paper, scissors?
Like, what is missing?
100.
100, okay.
We're thinking who is gonna put in the last 100.
200. 200.
Fine, I'll do
200,
it. I'll
100.
just put it in then.
Oh, wait. Well, with just the 3 of you, you can buy it if you're 2 of you are putting 200 in.
I'm
Yep.
putting in 200.
All right.
200.
Vehicle
100.
procured.
Okay. I still need a horse though,
Why do you need a horse?
because I am skilled in that sort of combat.
I can summon you a horse.
You would.
Camel.
Well, considering it's magical in nature, would it require resources to live?
That is a technical question for the DM. Does a creature of fine steed require food to keep functioning, or because it no?
Ego never needed to
No.
eat. They can consume food. It's not like they can't. It's just they don't necessarily need it. They're ethereal beings. They're technically just spiritual versions of the animal that you met. Or if you made a pact with one, then they're like a version of them that is just unable to actually be harmed.
If I can trust you to provide, then it is settled.
I find it very funny that fine steed is not concentration. I'd like to cast fine steed. What kind of creature can I summon here?
Warhorse, pony, camel, elk, mastiff.
I also mentioned you can. I don't recommend this. You can summon a giant slug.
That sounds very funny, but it sounds super slow.
You can
You
summon
like take
camels.
acid damage when you just sit on it?
You can summon ankylosauruses, which are also still good in the desert. They won't be slow either, but they'll also be defensible. They can defend themselves really easily. Triceratops, technically.
What is the
What?
funny dinosaur that has the spike ball tail?
Ankylo.
Ah.
That is an ankylo.
Yep.
I will summon an ankylo. His name is Grumbles because he only grumbles.
Hugh.
Oh, one moment.
I look to Dala and just lift my eyebrow just a little bit. You serious?
Yeah, that is Grumbles.
I had no clue you had such a beast within you.
Well, I kind of saw it in the desert and decided to make pact with it. And so now he just kind of appears when I focus on that on the spell.
Huh. Must be a lonely living. Only being called and exist when you're needed.
He
They
doesn't
like
seem
it.
to mind.
I see a problem myself in him.
So he's pretty defensible. Also, don't be on the business end of that tail bulb.
I'll
I've
take
seen
my
it crack
chances.
a man like a walnut.
Greetings, friend. Let's get acquainted. I believe that is hello in whatever species you are. Let's just see, like, animal handling, how good I do right off the bat.
What language does it understand?
For simplicity, probably common. I doubt I would use Draconic to speak to it.
He knows common. And now has an intelligence of 6.
It's a clever boy.
Mm.
Let's see how well I do. Oh, well, that ain't good.
Uh-oh.
Does Master allow this one on my bed? It's trying to get on.
It's fine, Grumbles. He
What? It speaks?
yes.
What?
Hey, no.
Oh, kidding.
No.
Okay.
Do it, coward.
Coward.
What a peculiar being. Sorry guys, I
Kinda.
lost my composure there for a second.
This one is allowed to borrow you, Grumbles. He has my permission.
Internally, Revine just expects, like, Della to somehow betray him, like, dismiss the mount while he's riding on it at some point.
No, I don't think they'd be that mean.
But
Charge into battle and it just disappears and you fall on the ground.
The ultimate betrayal.
What do you say, Pez?
Nikki, I think I need to call it early on my end.
Ah. Okie dokie. That's understandable.
Because there were a reason why I were running off just here before.
All good.
But some of you others, can you please send me a summary of what happens afterwards here? If you guys still are continuing on.
No worries. Oh yeah, we'll continue for a while.
Oh, and you could also just watch a VOD.
That's true. The VODs will be
True.
So.
Now then, were we headed to get some food?
I wanted to look for one more thing at the weapon station. Maybe if he can like upgrade some of my arrows. That's the only thing I need to do, I think. Otherwise, rations
enough.
would be wise.
Then so we shall.
So.
Where would be a good point to find potions, you think?
Depends. If you want good potions, Noble District. If you want cheaper potions, few markets here in the slums will procure you.
Perhaps. I'm not looking for anything particularly
Or if you're
rare.
or if you're in the good graces of the king, he has his own personal one.
Oh, I assume you're speaking of the person we will be meeting in a few days. I apologize.
The
Too
Pharaoh
much
king.
information.
Oh yeah, maybe we can ask him.
Winky face.
Sorry, I just found an image. Posting it in Pharaoh chat. Is this basically what we just purchased? Oh, just 1 second. That.
Not,
Box with treads.
not exactly. It looks kind of like a cart, but if you took the wheels off, and it was all made out of metal and had like pipes and stuff coming out of it, and a blue box in the back. But for the most part, kind of, I guess. It is a box with treads, but it does
Okay.
have windows and stuff, and
Okay,
doors.
so they're... Interesting. Good.
More than likely tempered glass. Or of some type of tempering. They do have the know-how to make that kind of shit. I think Grunk, if he really wanted to, could try. But you need silicate.
I can try what? Sorry.
Glass blowing.
Ooh.
You have the know-how to make different types of glass. Whether it be stained to glass tools, like the... You also could technically repair anything that is glass related too, technically.
That is true.
Glass is actually really cool, because you can remelt down glass as many times as you want, and it will not lose its quality.
Right. Well, here's the other thing that's great. With both me and Grunk, would Smith's tools work for repairing exterior things like the plating and the mechanics?
Yes, well, you also, if you want to get more intricate, you need tinkering tools.
I didn't think that was available, that's why I didn't take it.
No, it is. That's just like, if you want to go like super intertwining with the engine parts. Repairing it and keeping it in maintenance is just Smith tools. You just got to keep it in like tip-top shape and maybe reinforce it more. Tinkering tools.
I can fix the outside. Grunk can fix the outside. Eventually, I'll get my engineering degree and I'll start working on it like it's a Porsche engine.
I think a lot of you can all do it. Snacks can make a map.
Excellent resource. He will be our cartographer.
Oh, my bad. That's not cartography. That was calligraphy. He can write.
I think there are
Completely
actually
different skill.
cartographer's tools.
There
But
is.
we definitely need a map.
Yes.
Like, if we can purchase one.
It shouldn't be that difficult.
I bet the Pharaoh King will provide us with a map.
Or his
At least I hope
archivist. You guys have a bunch of tools at your asset. He said all of his personal assistants are at your will. including the bathhouse if you guys need like a huge rest or anything.
Okay.
Should we
So,
do like a quick montage of the rest that we buy?
Yes. I agree.
I was just saying, like, just a quick montage of the rest of the things that we need to buy.
Yeah,
So
but
Yeah.
we've pretty much
get
just
the
spent an
items.
hour just debating if
Yeah.
we need a cart.
Yeah.
Speedrun. Yes, that's fine. You guys procure your new vehicles. You do get a little bit of looks as you guys. Do you leave? Well, you're obviously not going to leave your vehicles anywhere, but you can make the ankylode disappear and reappear at will, technically.
Oh, it's a second level spell.
Yeah, I would also
no,
think
once
that
you summon
everyone.
it, you can dismiss.
There's always one person
Um,
stand with the cart, so it's never left alone.
Okay. Grunk would go to the weaponsmith and
sorry,
the
sorry.
armorer.
all right. Hey, temporarily the ankylode is going to disappear. Same with Frumble.
God.
Be gone.
Oh.
The thought.
Be gone, bitch.
You guys get to meet this one. Zoop. Yarabi Salamantu. At your service. As
Suddenly
she,
just missteps.
you will see that she has arms that float around her, as well as like gauntlets on her main arms. These other arms are actually doing other things. One of them is what looks to be reshaping some armor. Another pair of arms seems to be doing intricate chiseling. And she is standing in front of you with her arms crossed and smiling. How may I help you all? Welcome to my armory.
That's a neat trick.
Oh. Neat
Hello,
indeed.
young lady.
They also come handy in a fight with the fists.
Are you one of those funny monk people?
You could say that.
Could you take a look at my at this, and he will like, you guys will see how he takes off like the robe and pulls out his breastplate that he wears underneath for protection.
Can you upgrade this in any way?
Oh. Armor is more expensive to upgrade.
I know.
I can lend him some money if necessary.
I'm just asking how much it would be to upgrade that.
I'm trying to remember. Is it double the price? Sorry, I'm trying to remember if armor was double or not. It's on me. It's been a while because I haven't had anyone upgrade their armor before. Well, at least in a long while. For right now, I'm just gonna say it is 250 plus the armor's
one?
price if you are buying it base.
No, I have the breastplate.
Magical.
Would that be +1?
Yeah.
I would agree to that.
Nice. Is there anything else you want me to do? I can also provide resistance. I can.
What if I were to ask you to imbue my whip with some extra power?
I am no weaponsmith, friend. You'd have to go
Very
to
well.
Emotep.
That's
Oh.
the guy next door.
Very well then.
What would you like to upgrade it with? I'll just tell you the prices and stuff.
Probably fire if I can.
Alright. I think it was 150 that I sent. Yeah.
150 for like a D4 damage die.
Oh,
Upon a head?
D4? Oh, it's adding like a D8 of like
A D8?
of elemental, yes.
Okay.
God damn.
It's just based on the spell it's using and everything.
Okay. Are all the magic damage types available?
Most.
Okay.
So, sorry, just give me a second. I'm just gonna tell you the ones that you wouldn't be able to actually put on a weapon at the moment. Lightning, psychic. Sorry, not lightning. I meant necrotic and psychic.
He
As
did
there's
ask
no
us to get some resources.
There isn't any
Okay.
necromancers here, and not a lot of psionics are done here either. Or at
Okay.
least, not well known.
What about radiant damage?
Yep, there are priests and stuff here. Hell, you have one in your party.
Hello.
That could be mighty helpful.
Technically, at a cheaper price and a little bit more time, Dela'Nova can +1 or +2 your weapons eventually.
I have
Okay.
magic weapon. I can just do that right now for temporary effect.
That's
Yeah, but
that's the
it's temporary.
temporary one, but I actually use that in my imbuing. So you actually can do
can I-
it. It just takes a little bit more time.
How much would it cost for me to just bless his weapon with radiant damage?
Permanently, though.
Looking. Do you have?
I have proficiency in religion.
You are missing spells.
They populated the spell list based on my selected class.
They did. They did.
What am I missing? Ooh. Ooh. That's a lot of spells.
42. Oh, why did it give? I sorry.
Sure thing. Branding smite? What is that?
With champion's weapon, that's force damage. Mental brave. Sorry, some of these are not meant to be. There's double spells. Why? Draconic Smite, cold damage. Withering Smite, necrotic. Um, you could do fire, thunder. Oh, you could also technically do psychic for your friend. I would say you can do radiant with guiding bolt, or wait, divine favor. There we are. That one would technically be a D4, and you would have to like imbue it. In the end, it would actually just do 2D4 extra. So yeah, you could technically do that for sure.
2d4. Okay.
Which is the same as a D8, just... So you said Guiding Bolt or Divine Favor?
Guiding bolt would be a little bit. It would be divine favor you would have to use. More than guiding bolt. And any of your like, oh, technically branding smite would also work. I just realized.
I do current. I think I. Yeah, I have branding.
Yep.
Uh,
Yeah, I
that
use
does
spells to
36.
imbue some weapons, so they give special properties
Okay.
and stuff. So sometimes you can
Okay.
get like a lesser version of a spell on a weapon. So
Curious.
like I've had
okay.
some people have like lesser smites on like their weapons that would like have slight or certain amount of charges, and they could like use the charge to like let's use which one is the one that knocks them prone? Is that branding? No. Thunderous Smite, is that it? Yeah, that's Thunderous Smite. So, like, for instance, it does a little bit of thunder damage, and then you make a strength throw or be knocked prone. That's, like, the type of weapon I've had some people get.
Okay.
Yeah. So it would do,
That's
like,
very
it wouldn't do
curious.
the
Okay.
whole... It wouldn't do the whole ability. Oh my goodness, what was that, Jane? Oh, so...
Okay.
Such a weird sound. You could also cause burning with like a searing smite, but it'd be like a minor burning effect. Still do the same thing,
So-
just at a weaker state.
if I did
gonna
Divine
read
Favor,
this.
what would that imbue?
Thunder damage.
Radiant. It'll just give 2d4 radiant damage to a weapon.
Okay. And how long would that take to imbue on a weapon?
A few hours.
I'd also have to have the spell prepared, which I currently don't.
You also have to use smithing. Well, there's smithing areas in this place.
Okay.
I need to get smithing tools and dedicate the few hours to do so.
Yep.
You're being awfully nice about this. For free? Me? Oh, you shouldn't have.
Is Dela'Nova a business dragon?
He is from the noble family. I don't like the fact that you pulled Booming Blade. This feels like a threat.
I just needed to read it, the damage.
Cantrips aren't. I don't normally use cantrips for that kind of thing, but it's all like any level spell. Wizards, sorcerers,
Okay.
paladins, and clerics. Not so much druids, because I don't see druids ever being smiths.
Okay.
At least
I do also
they
have
don't work with
chromatic orb.
molten metal ever.
Uh,
They could be
Actually-
seen as like natural imbuements to like bark armor and stuff.
yeah,
and
I was about.
maybe
I was about to say, if you have a druid like mine that uses their own
yeah.
stuff, that
That's a
they
little
make, that
differently.
make a bit more sense. But
Yeah.
Acid, cold,
Yes, you
fire,
could-
lightning,
I-
poison, thunder.
You could technically, yes, use chromatic orb to imbue, except for the thing with chromatic orb is you would actually do the effect of chromatic orb. You could change the damage type.
Oh.
So if I
Yes.
imbued branding, sorry,
What?
if I- if I imbued branding smite on the weapon, would it do the D6s instead of D4s, or would it make it limited charges?
It would do the d6s, and the damage will not be limited. It's the extra effect would be limited. So the making them. Oh wait, no, this would not be a charge. It's just radiant damage. It would be like a d8 of radiant damage.
Okay. So,
Are you telling me that I could use chromatic orb to change the damage on a whim?
The weapon will be chromatic, a chromatic weapon, which would be you could change the damage type to what you want. Let me tell you about a funny story about this weapon. If you do it I actually have used this before, and I accidentally mixed up thunder and lightning, and accidentally blew acid in my own face because I stabbed my sword into liquid.
Oh my goodness.
And I had thunder equipped, so yeah, that's what it would do.
Okay.
But for you to be able to do this one, you need smithing tool proficiencies, which I already mentioned a lot of you have, and you have to have some sort of magical ability and these spells to imbue it with. Because not all spells will work correctly, because you can't just make like let's say a magic missile weapon, a sword, because it's not gonna not work that way.
Are you fine with me swapping locate object for branding smite since my spell list wasn't properly populated?
That's fine.
Okay. If we can borrow a forge and some tools, I can imbue that weapon with radiant if you like.
That would be nice. Yes.
Of course, a minor service fee would be required. Nothing like what a smith would charge you there, but he will lean in and whisper. They like to upcharge a little bit.
I understand. What do you ask of me?
So it usually takes like what, 150 to do this normally?
Hmm.
50 gold.
Seems like a
Plus
fair
the
deal.
Material.
Oh yes, of
the
course,
weapon.
of course. All right, add 50 gold to your sheet.
Epic. Oh, actually, if you go to your sheet and hit the little balancing scales at the bottom, you can actually send it.
Oh, there.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It allows you to select from players that are currently online in the session, and then you can set the amount and send.
All right.
You can do the same with items as well.
Okay.
All right.
Could you do that with my arrows as well?
Your arrows.
One arrow at a time? Do you know how long that would take?
That basically is what I'm asking.
Your
would it take as long?
It would take so fucking long to do all your
It
arrows.
would not be worth doing your
Just do one
It's,
at a time.
mission.
One per evening.
individually.
It's way better to temporary enchant arrows rather than
Or just a bow.
enchant them, because arrows can break and be fired or miss. There are actual spells working around that. There are actually spells that light arrows on fire or other things specific for that. Or if you're Grad, you wait for your teammate to fire an arrow, and then you use a spell called Giant's Jest, and you turn that arrow gargantuan. It's a object increasing spell that increases an object all the way to gargantuan instantly.
How much is a set of smith tools?
A set of smith tools is very cheap. It's probably like a few
excellent.
gold.
Would would the kind weaponsmith allow me to borrow his facilities and perhaps sell me a spare set? For a little bit so that I can imbue this weapon.
20 gold for a brand new set, 10 gold for a used.
What's the difference?
The used one might be missing tools.
I'll take the new set.
Okay.
I'll subtract 20 gold from my inventory. And I assume you want like a smith tools check and me to expend the spell that I'm doing. Or imbuing the weapon with.
Yeah. Ooh. You got the smithing
Alright.
tools in your inventory.
Use.
Proficient.
Yep.
No, I was giving you proficiency. Sometimes it doesn't give it.
And because this is imbuing magic, would I be using my strength or charisma modifier?
Either. Charisma if you just want to more focus on the imbuement part and the focusing on your god and everything. Or you could use Dex for the more focus on the getting the chiseling correct. Either way, it will work.
I'll do
Okay.
charisma because it's better than my it's better than my dex.
Different ways of doing it is all. That's just the way I
Considering
see it.
you,
Ooh.
That
You've
is
opened a new world to
total
me,
of
so-
21.
I am glad.
I am seeing the possibilities, and I do believe I want a scroll.
There we go.
You're not gonna let me imbue stuff with cantrips, right? It has to be a spell.
Has to be a spell.
Correct.
Okay. And if I could get a scroll and take the damage from that, would that be possible then?
Being a wizard, technically,
Yes.
you could just put it in your spell book and then do it that way. So
Yeah, but
I
wouldn't it have to be
wanna
a
say
ritual then?
Yeah. Doesn't have to be a ritual.
Wouldn't it? Oh, okay, good.
The reason it just takes time is because you're casting the spell as like a elongated time, as well as you're imbuing runes into a weapon, along with the
Okay.
use of the spell, kind of like forcing it into this weapon and stuff.
Okay.
Just
So yeah, you watch. Is a 21 successful?
for 100%. That is
So yeah,
really successful.
so you watch as he kind of goes through an almost ritualistic process with the branding the rune permanently into the weapon, and at the end you will see that he will, while focusing on the divine energy, tap his large warhammer to the base of the whip. You will see a bright flash of light, and the light will focus into his holy symbol from his god and then fade into the weapon, as it is now imbued with radiant energy. Alright, well that's done.
Mm-hmm.
I'll explain to you why wither work. It's because it's more of an area effect type of thing rather than a single target and things like that.
Okay.
So it's a little harder to procure that.
Sure thing.
Implement
Lifesteal seems very, very overpowered though, so.
It's a lesser version of it. It's not going to be just as good.
Yeah, but I mean, sure, you can play around with it, but if you think it's too powerful, you can just revert it. It doesn't matter to me.
It's not that you're getting like the extra are double the healing from the necrotic, you're getting the healing from the amount of necrotic damage you deal.
Mm.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay.
They're not going to be like exactly the same as the spell. They're going to be weaker versions because they're imbued into a weapon.
Okay.
Unless you're
So-
very high tier and you're maxing your spell slots into it. You guys are low level right now, and the highest level spell slots are like 2 and 3 right now for you guys. So
Okay.
that's why it's like not. It doesn't seem as good right now, but it's still good enough that it's gonna do stuff for y'all.
Definitely, I can see it. So what would a scroll like that cost?
Depending on the level.
I do believe that's a level 3 spell.
First, fuck. One second.
Because unfortunately there are no
First
level 1 or
level
level
spells.
2.
First level spell scrolls are 60 gold. Second level are 120. Third are 200, I think. Fourth,
200? Okay, fine.
like these pricings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Considering that's what I'm gonna do, yeah, I'm gonna buy the scroll and I'm gonna imbue it myself.
Okay.
So I get a whip with radiant damage and I get another whip with necrotic damage. I got my bases covered!
What's the... So you got the necrotic, and what's the other one you're imbuing?
Radiant damage.
Radiant?
That is Dela's
Oh,
word.
you're gonna attempt the third level thingy?
Yes.
Alright. You will have to be able to do that when you can actually cast third level spells.
Sure thing. I'll just keep it in my inventory then.
Yep. I will put said scroll in inventory.
Okay.
Upgrades, people, upgrades.
Yep.
Ayo.
Shit,
There-
man. I've already used half my gold inventory.
It happens when you have money to spend. Well, unless you're...
Yeah.
Unless you like hoarding.
Yeah. Minor healing potions. How much would that be?
I think they're like. Nikki changed the prices.
Oh, no? Healing potions?
Yeah, minor healing.
So, regular healing potions, 25 gold. Greater healing, 50 gold.
So 25?
Yeah, for the small ones.
Okay. I'm gonna take 3 of those.
Just also another thing, because you are new to my setting. Bonus action for drinking potions of greater or minor.
Okay.
When it comes to the bigger potions, that takes an action because they're jugs. That's just
Okay.
my idea of it. Potion of healing.
I take 2 greater healing potions.
Didn't put it in your inventory. Greater. Oh, there we are. How many? 3.
Yeah, I'm still looking for it.
There we are.
Thank you.
Grunk, greater healing.
2.
2. Hickey. Added.
Nice.
Snacks also bought a couple healing potions.
Nice.
When I learn
okay,
light
I'll take a
transference, I
greater
will
healing
actually be a
potion.
healer.
Nice.
I'm just gonna like deal damage to myself to heal everyone else.
Yeah, I'll pay 50. Actually, can I negotiate down the price on a greater healing potion?
What do you name the whip?
The
Dela'Nova.
one with lightning? Oh, yeah, he
with
gets
radiant?
Since
I
you
haven't given it a name.
So you're not gonna name it.
whip of light. There we go.
I mean, it's your weapon. You can name it.
Sure.
His weapon. The reason his weapon has a name is because it was a gift from his god. Or at least it was part of his vision, so he created it.
Okay. What a mighty fine work you've done. Exceptional.
If only we had something to test it on.
Oh, do you wish to
offer-
spar?
I'm not sure they'd appreciate us sparring in the middle of the market.
Friend, I was not talking about that. Let's find a quiet place sometime.
I'm pretty sure there's a training grounds at the palace.
If we're all done, then maybe we should head there.
I like me some good sparring.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
You guys head to the castle then.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
we
think there's
forgot
anything
to
else
do
I'm going to
everything
purchase
we've
now.
done- we needed.
Awesome.
Yes, one thing I
Unless
wanna
I'm
do
allowed
at
to
the
haggle
castle-
on the price of a greater healing potion.
Yes.
You can haggle if you want.
Is it persuasion?
It is persuasion.
Like to haggle down the price?
30 gold. Or 35, sorry.
I will
Goddamn.
pay. I will pay the 35 gold.
Damn. Noble and still flipping over every dime.
Noble and poor.
Okay.
Right.
There you go.
There we
As you
go.
return back to the castle, sorry, here we go. Then soldiers all bow as you enter. Welcome, champions.
Hello.
Appreciated.
Welcome to your safe zone.
You have entered a non-PvP area.
And then there's like that one little tiny spot that's like, you've entered a PvP area. Oh, wait.
Contested territory.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this over here behind the thing is a training ground.
In here? Correct. This is a training ground. That is correct. That is also where you guys will be doing most of your tournament stuff.
Mm.
Oh no, not the door again.
Hold on, I got it. Punches door. I'm kidding. Opens door politely.
Oh, thank you. By the way, did we ever say our names?
That is a good question. I do believe not.
I think nobody introduced himself yet.
Well, I for one have always called all of you friend.
I appreciate it. My name
But
is
if-
Grunk.
Grunk.
Yes.
Very primal.
Thank you, young man.
Yeah, when you say stuff like that, you are very spry for a little thing. Old age? I don't believe it.
I have some years on my bag, I would say so.
Or is that just a tactic to make us insecure about our assessment?
No, not really.
Otherwise, I
There-
wouldn't need these. And he will like pull up his robe and he like points to potions and say,
These are my medicines. I need them.
Ah. Maybe you are a little more frail than I thought.
I still made my way back here, so I pack a punch.
If you have proficiency with medicine,
I do. Oh. Yeah,
the other two,
Yeah.
if you don't, You can. I was gonna say you can attempt to understand if he's like that, but it's gonna be so difficult if you don't understand medical things. You just assume
I don't
he knows
understand
what he's
frog.
doing.
Frog is frog. I don't understand.
Elderly
Just-
people, elders tend to be wise, and if he believes that this is medicine that's helping him, perhaps he's right. Maybe he knows best.
Now then, should we find this little arena?
You can also ask the soldiers.
Excuse me, do you know where the training ground is?
Past your quarters in the hall, there will be a door. That
Excellent.
ground will be set up for tomorrow's mini tourney. Mostly a spry moment for the sponsors. It's your own mites. Prove yourselves worthy to the sponsors.
Let's have a look at what you guys got.
I can move you all there.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
I'm just gonna move you guys directly through.
Zoom.
Zoomies.
Just no clipping through the fucking map.
No worries. As you guys make your way, through the building, past your quarters, Luke gives sends Marion to his to one of the areas. And
With
you
his
guys all
broom closet.
to his broom closet. Yes, you all enter what looks to be a large training ground. Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
A large training ground. There's areas that looks to be where traps would be. There's areas that look to be where... This area is so peculiar and strange. Those of you who are natural casters and not given your magical abilities, that is only one of you, which is hilarious to me. You can sense the magical essence here. You can tell that they use magic in either the way of fabrication or illusions here in this place. You even you guys make me let's go investigation or history, but this is going to be a little strange for the history one.
Okay, history. You said I could use Arcana or something?
Investigation or history?
Yeah.
Okay. Holy hell. Okay.
Nice.
I know my history.
Nice. Okay. With an 18 and a 28. Alright. As you investigate the grounds, you aren't the only ones to have stepped foot in here. Compared to the palace, these grounds, including the walls that enclose the interior of this place, or the exterior, or kind of touch the exterior, for the most part, are unchanged. This place has been used a lot in the years that have passed. So many different battles procuring different strengths, whether it be magic or martial prowess. There has been changes to kind of take away some of the damage, but you can sense it, both of you. Grunk, you can definitely tell how much battle is procured here. The sand and everything is like moved in places. There's scorch marks in certain areas. It looked like it was kind of like the sand was brushed over to like kind of cover it up. kind of like keep the ground somewhat even, but also not make it look so messed up from the damage done by the previous combatants through time. This area is this area does allow PvP. Yeah. Well, you can actually fight each other in here as sparring matches. This area you can go all out in and mess it up if you want. I mean, the king will not be very happy about it if you do it just before the tournament. Or even with a prerequisite tournament. More of a prowess of strengths and things rather than a starting of a tournament.
I believe we should have some rules in order.
No killing.
No, I do believe we should just... Once there's a hit, we stop.
That sounds fair.
First to get a hit in, wins. Who goes first? We are 3. The lot of you will be spectators.
Watching from
Well,
the
you wanted
sidelines.
to test that whip of yours, so might as well.
Are you okay with this, Grunk?
I am fully okay with this.
Very well. Will you fight the loser or the winner?
I'll fight the winner.
Whoever fires crossbow into first person's leg. Cripple is the first guy. That's a joke.
Considering the winner will not be damaged at all, I believe you should fight the winner.
Yes.
Now then. And I brandish my whips, swirl around a little bit.
Should I count you all down?
Question, did you also spend the money to change your other whip too? Like, were you using like,
no.
No? Not yet? Okay.
Yeah, because I don't have the spell slot level yet.
Ah, right. Sounds good. Alright. I'm actually gonna put you guys into initiative.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Oh no. Let's see you.
So on your
beat
sheet
my master
or
roll.
on the crossed swords icon, you can roll the dice in the crossed swords icon, or on your sheet there's a right next to strength and the shield icon, it says I. That's your initiative. You can click that and it will roll it for you.
Okay, where did you say utility? Oh yeah, there.
That too. Ooh. Ravine
Okay.
is just a bit,
1.
just slightly faster.
Let the fair fight begin.
All right.
Okay. I think I'm gonna start with activating Blade Song.
All right.
And that is, I do believe, yeah, bonus action to do so. Do I gain all the effects? How does that work now?
I just did it.
Ah, okay. Perfect. And all the points are lined out there. I don't
Your
see.
con saves are ridiculous now.
There we are.
Plus
Yeah.
9 at
I see
level
the-
6.
My AC just went up by so much as well.
Like, that's impossible at level... Supposedly having a plus 9 at level 6. You need a plus 6 and then a proficiency, which would mean you need overcapped. That's funny.
Okay. I will start out by throwing a firebolt at you.
Hmm.
Here we go. Roll to attack. Normal.
This is
That's a
bullshit.
22. You don't got any reactions?
Yeah, no. My reactions are martial based, not spell based.
Okay, I just throw this fucking like firebolt at you, and then we just like stare at each other afterwards.
Okay, we can kind of agree that one's kind of bullshit, right?
Yeah, I do agree. Let's do this for real.
Alright.
And I move just a few steps closer and end my turn.
Well, you're so excited, aren't you? I know stream can hear that. I'm really sorry.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, and also damage, right? 17 damage.
Seventeen
Yeah.
damage.
I'm gonna cast Wrathful Smite.
Okay.
And end my turn because that doesn't proc until my next melee attack.
Yeah, I'm also
Are you
thinking
gonna-
about that.
Are you holding your action?
I don't have to. Smite doesn't go off until my next melee attack.
Okay.
You
Sorry,
haven't
friends.
been
I
at-
walk over and I swirl around. My whip is
Okay.
coming up behind me, and I just whoop.
You're misunderstanding. It seems.
Okay.
At least, you are. Are you holding your action to make an attack? Yeah.
Why do I need to hold my action to make an attack?
Because you weren't in range of them. You have to holding your action to hit them when they come in range of you is a thing you can do. That way you can still make an attack.
That's not required with my feet. Polearm Master.
Yeah.
Oh, because
While
I entered your
wielding-
range?
While wielding a polearm, which my hammer is, the moment he steps within my range, I can use my reaction to make him to provoke a melee attack.
True.
Okay. Reaction shield. I raised my AC by 5.
Haven't even made the attack yet, but it's 18.
Yeah, it would have hit. But now I have like 23. Oh, no, 22. So that does not hit.
What a glorious fight.
Oh, and I believe I stepped up into your range here. So you provoke that.
Yep.
And I'm gonna now lash out with you, with my whip. And I'm just gonna use the standard one, because I believe you're immune to radiant damage.
Not how that works.
Yeah, but I don't know that in character.
Fair enough. Nope.
That does not help at all. Okay. Well, this is awkward. And end my turn.
If you go to the cross swords icon on the top right, so between the skull and the chat icon, at the bottom of it, you'll see it says end turn.
Oh, right.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's how you end your turn in this. Now you
Very
know.
well.
Someone
Silvery bobs!
I don't think he can.
No.
I had reaction from my last turn. This is a
Because
new,
you guys are
right?
turn by turn, or you guys are switching turns. Yeah, he technically could still. Oh wait, that is actually wrong. No, you don't have a reaction because you used your reaction on your own turn because he attacked you when you moved close to you.
Oh,
Yes,
okay, so I
you
have
do
used it this
not
round.
actually. You don't actually have it.
So that
You were
means I
right.
roll crit table.
Okay.
Oh no.
I guess I'm gonna get fucking uppercut.
That's 12.
Okay. How do you hit me?
12.
So
Okay, with a bludgeoning or well, what's the other damage? Bludgeoning and
lightning.
lightning. Wish. Which one do you want?
Let's just go bludgeoning. I'd rather not magically cripple someone.
Okay, good. Roll twice or roll crit twice, and you're knocked prone.
Okay.
You're winded hard.
Okay.
Yeah, so like he flourishes the handle of his hammer in a circle and brings the fist squarely across the chest, sending you on your ass.
Yeah. I just fall over and I just have a red mark right on the middle of my chest.
Take 27 damage.
Oof. That's a toughie.
In a sparring match. Ooh, that hit hard.
Do you take it? Yep. He will kneel over.
Oh, wait.
Where is the funny feature? There it is. He will kneel over. He will kneel over and cast Lay on Hands for 20.
Nice hit, buddy.
I hope I didn't break anything.
Oh, no. Just, I need a moment, just a little brief, a little bit.
Thank
Here,
goodness
this
he
oughta
didn't
help.
roll major injury or minor injury.
Yeah, like I said, since I'm out of turn with him after that hit, I will heal him for 20 with Lay on Hands.
Oh, thank you.
So you can right click on it and heal.
Thank you, I needed that.
So yeah, click your token, and then go to the chat and right click the 20 number, and it'll drop down menu. Apply healing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
Okay.
This is just
That's
a way
very
for me to
intuitive.
teach you the controls as well.
Thank you.
Since you guys were doing pseudo combat and stuff.
Excuse me if I just lay here just a little longer.
It was a good fight, y'all.
Just give me a moment to catch my breath.
So I guess I'm against you then, sir.
Seems like it.
I guess I don't use my long range weapons, right? That wouldn't be fair.
No.
I mean, kinda.
Yeah, no worries. I will just keep to my rapier, and he will pull out his tiny rapier.
Slowly stows away hand crossbow. Or light crossbow.
Like,
Hello. Oh, hello. The dog is barking at me.
all right, wait. Before we get to this, let me first. And he will pull out his one of his potions, and will take his medicine.
Oh no. What is happening?
Which
I know,
medicine are you
I'll-
taking?
Out of character, it is celerity, so I get a +3 to my dex.
and disadvantage on wisdom checks.
Okay. +3 through your dex, so your dex is temporarily
Are you gonna
20.
fucking dope in a sparring match?
Fucking blood doping in a sparring match. I mean, he is basically the equivalent of a Witcher. This is like his thing, as much as like Blade Song is yours.
And he will like he will drink it, then put it back away, and he will like hold it here, and suddenly he holds it like before he was like a little bit shaky with the rapier, and now he's holding it steady.
Oh, okay, I'm ready.
Do I roll initiative or one?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool thing. Don't forget, with Sterility, not only is your dexterity increased by +3, don't forget the downside to having Sterility. You have disadvantage
know,
on
I
wisdom saving throws.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Alright. Top of the initiative score, Grunk. Jesus, you have such a... poor. I like that you rolled the same number for both of them.
True. I rolled my dexterity.
I think they got the same initiative. No, they had 5 last time. Still very low, though. Anyways, top of the turn. Grunk, what do you do? Grunk, you take your medicine first.
I will go here, and I will await your attack. And he like stands there ready, and will end his turn.
Alright.
Alright.
Now I will ask you the question. Do you want to hold your action to do something for
He
when they
can't
get
reach
closer?
He can't reach my range, so I don't think I have to.
You could also...
Frogbane.
You could wait till they move close to them and blind them. Blood cursing.
I could, but I have something better to do.
I know.
No
I'm
worries.
just letting you know. There are all the different things
No
you
worries.
can do.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry, Chad, that you guys can hear Sadie, but it's so cute sometimes. We sometimes call her dog Little Miss Piggy because she makes snorting sounds, like a pig.
So I'll bonus action, Wrathful Smite, action attack for 24.
I will. Okay. Does it even work? I don't think my plan works. Shit.
Polar
I-
Master. I can
Yeah.
touch you.
Yeah, no, that I knew, but I wanted to use something, but you rolled too high. I don't think I can use it.
What were you
What are you
attempting?
trying to
What are
do?
you trying to do? I can see
I
if,
wanted to use Curse of the Eyeless to make his attack lower, but he rolled too high, so it's only a D6, I think.
your Hemocraft dice.
My Herocraft dice is what?
Well, your Hemocraft dice is a different. It's not D6s.
No,
Is it?
I know that it changes. I think the same rate as my proficiency bonus, and I think it starts at a D4, and then when my proficiency bonus goes to 3, it is a D6. I think, but I don't know.
One moment, I'm double checking for you, bud. You are level 6. It's a D6.
I knew it. Yeah, so that would work.
At a 17. Actually, hold on. Maybe.
Yeah, Can I do something
No,
else?
it would you. No, it would still just be one above your AC.
Yeah. Well,
You could amplify it, make it so they always have to roll with it minus d6.
well, yeah, but he hits me now, and then the fight is over.
That's fair. Curse
So
them
I
for a
guess-
little longer.
I guess that fits the character, to be honest.
Sadie Jane, you can't move that way. There's no way.
I'm not gonna require you to make the
Goofball.
wisdom save. I'm not actually trying to frighten you.
Okay.
You want to be under the roof? Come here. Give me Sadie Jane, man. You can-
Oh, oh, good fight.
Ba-bonk.
Hmm. I
Twice
would
in a
say
row that
insight
you
check,
just-
but this seems like
I'm much more proficient in range combat. I'm sorry.
yeah, that's understandable.
Mm-hmm.
He will walk forward.
Claps from the other two in the back.
He will walk forward and spend his remaining points.
Oh, this feels so much better now. Thank you.
Wait, hold on.
Bravo, bravo.
I think this still works. An additional 5.
Thank you very much.
Last one's up.
As you all finish up, a little scorched and hurt from the little bit of sparring you did, though violently. Guess you got, well, you could have told me that you guys were doing non-lethal damage, but you didn't say shit, so
Yeah.
this was lethal.
I mean, sure.
I mean,
Lethal, it's a one hit.
Nova would have been holding back a little bit. Like, he's not going to try and kill people that he's supposed to be working with, but at the same time, they did want an actual sparring match.
Indeed. Plus, we knew the stakes. We also have the rules in place.
I just like the picture of
So, one
of
thing
Nova
I
and
will-
Revian fighting, and Revian just throwing a fireball.
you will see.
Yeah, we just stare.
Oh,
Yeah.
as we get near the end of the session, let's say this. As you guys are sparring and nearing the end of your little sparring match, you guys kind of get yourselves to a little situated, but you also feel a small rumbling in the arena as you see 5 cages randomly raised from the ground with nothing inside them. And you'll see other things start showing up in the arena. Well, this is the worst time for me to have. One moment. Be right back.
Okay. 2-hour session. That's short.
Well, we don't have that many people here.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's a problem.
That's true. Maybe there's some story coming up that he wants everyone for.
I mean, I imagine that the next thing that is coming up is probably like the tournament itself and stuff. So
What? But wasn't that in 3 days? Didn't we have 3 days to prepare?
They get for drinking an entire pot of coffee. Alright, I am back.
Hello.
Alright. You see 5 cages spew up from the sand, as well as what looks to be walls and sort of training dummies, almost like targets,
Oh.
as the
Right.
arena starts getting prepared for tomorrow's tests of not so much strength, but test of skill.
What? Were we supposed to be using those?
Well, we could.
This was way more good experience to get.
I was thinking I was gonna go and find some menial labor here in the next few days. Some pocket change would be nice.
That is fair. I wanted to check up on what, if I could prepare for anything in specific.
So you all head back inside. I think this is where I'll end today's session for the other few
Yeah.
to catch up. So I will need the other
We
two
are
as
just-
well for the next session, because I will actually run the tournament. Or, well, you guys getting your sponsors.
Yeah, but wasn't like the sponsor like day coming up in like 3 days?
No, that's like the actual first round of tournaments.
Yeah.
Okay,
We
so
had-
we're doing one per day.
So
You guys are getting your sponsors with the first mini little thing. The actual like tournament will be with your sponsorships, giving you guys your upper hands in a tournament, which will be a couple days after that. You guys procure your
Okay, so what are we fighting for in this first tournament?
a sponsor. You guys are
Yeah,
proving
but-
yourselves worthy to the sponsors. You guys are showing what worth you have to them, and whether or not they'd be invested in your strengths and things.
Okay. So it's a show of confidence.
Correct.
yeah.
And the tournaments, like, they'll be weekly. So the first week tournament coming up, this will be week 1. And then you guys got like a whole week of preparation, and you can do side quests during this week. And then you got tournament day 2, which will be a test of a different thing. Like each one will be tests of different skills, like tactics, combat, leadership.
Oh, okay. I thought we were about to go on an adventure and then coming
puzzle
back
solving
to
and
like.
Okay.
Okay.
After your first tournament, yes, you guys can actually leave the city and go do extra side quests outside the city, because there'll be citizens and stuff with quests for like, hey, a supply caravan or something broke down, or bandits took over my salt mine, or random shit. I have a bunch of side quests in the Scorched Barrens for you guys to do after your first tournament.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just running this one a little bit differently than I originally did it,
Okay.
because I think getting the tournament started is a better idea. And then you guys can do your running arounds and then continue the tournament, sort of get an idea of what it's about.
Very well.
Indeed. Well, thank you, chat, and everyone, for joining us for today's game of Pharaoh's King's Blade. And thank you all for the follows, the raid, subscriptions, resubs, all the above. I really appreciate all of them, and it helps me grow. Thank you all, and you all have a wonderful and great night, afternoon, morning, evening.
Good session, everybody.
Bye-bye.
I
And I hope to see you all next time. Take care. Whoosh.